What's up, you guys? This is be a Mercury Retrograde general reading. I just woke up, so I look a little ashy. But anyway, this is the perfect time for me to do a reading because the kids are not here. It's quiet. Nobody's here. So it's just me and the cats. So I'm going to talk about the Mercury Retrograde, which is, I believe it's still in shadow. I don't believe it is going on right now. It does end December the 6th from what I've looked up. Yeah, it might be in shadow. Let me see. Because I just wanted to do a quick reading on this. Because we've been going through a lot of upgrades and a lot of downloads and a lot of shifts and changes in the universe. So I'm just wanting to see like where everybody is, where our inner, just the best way that I can kind of pinpoint what's the deal. And there's no need to be worried when it comes to these Mercury retrogrades. I think people they freak out. It's just funny that we hopped out of one retrograde into another. So we got out of Venus retrograde and now we're in a Mercury retrograde. So the Mercury retrograde is going to be stationed in Sagittarius. So from what I'm picking up from these articles that I've been reading, it is going to be in Sagittarius. Still in Scorpio phase too. We're still in a Scorpio season as well, so that plays a role. I feel like this could be a good retrograde though. So let's see. November 17th, Mercury retrograde will station retrograde at 1329 degrees of Sagittarius. Retrograde will staying retrograde until December the 6th. Mercury will station direct of Scorpio. So between the 17th, which was yesterday. So I guess Mercury retrograde started yesterday, the 17th, right? So yeah. All right. Anyway, I just wanted to look at the overall energy. So I want to see what the main energy is surrounding Venus retrograde or Mercury retrograde, sorry. What is the major energies, divine spirit, that surround this energy? And I'm also going to look at anything in the past that may be needing to be looked at, because what Mercury retrograde does, I've noticed, those conversations, those bills that have not been paid, those electronics that you know that you need to get fixed, your car, travel plans and all that other stuff, major purchases. If you did anything that you knew, or you have not done things that you knew that you should have done prior to the Mercury retrograde, you're probably going to have to face it head on during the Mercury retrograde. So I always have a funny story for Mercury retrograde. The last big story I had was my mom. She got her cell phone stolen around this time of year. I think it was last year's Mercury retrograde around this time. It was like Christmas time, I think. And she had went to Walgreens and she left her cell phone on the counter while she was checking out with the cashier. And there was this woman behind her. A normal, whatever woman, don't look like the type that would ever steal somebody's cell phone. Stole her cell phone. And it was an L she had to take. But the thing was, that cell phone, she was supposed to turn that cell phone back in. I think she was supposed to send that one off so they could send her a new one, but she was like procrastinating, so it was one of those things. I had an iPhone that I refused to upgrade for like 2 years, maybe more. I had this old ass iPhone. And I kept getting it messed up. Like, I was like, oh, it's just a battery. I need a new battery, because it would stop charging. Sometimes it would never turn back on. So I'm like, oh, instead of getting a new phone, I would get a new battery replaced in my phone, until this one retrograde, I think it was like 2 years ago, this one retrograde, I dropped the phone flat on its face, and it was like so shattered I couldn't even use it. Like, some people can crack their phone, still kind of see it, still work with it. No, my phone was like it was all a mess, like it had all these funny colors and stuff. So I knew a long time ago that I needed to handle that. So certain things can happen like that. That's just an example. So I just learned, get your stuff together, get your affairs in order. Make sure that, you know, if your car is not working, or, you know, your car is like messed up, has a bad AC, or just get your stuff fixed. That's all it's all about. Okay. Alright, so I'm not saying it is a bad thing. So let's see what the energies are surrounding this retrograde, this Mercury retrograde now until December the 6th. Okay. So you have the Page of Cups, the Ten of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and the Nine of Swords. So some of you guys, this could be like stressful energies. Definitely communication with the Queen of Swords. So it could be some stress around communication, stress around loss, failure for some of you. This could be business-wise. This could be friendships and relationships. Kind of worrying about where you stand with people. Maybe a little bit worried about the stability in communication between you and others. Maybe you just kind of feel, some of you, if you have children that are old enough that you converse with and you talk to and you have conversations with, could be worried about your relationship with your kids. Also, for some of you, this could be love, afraid that you're going to miss out on love, or there could be separations this time. But I'll get into the love thing on its own. I'll do like a whole other, like a separate look into that. So let's see. So you have 10s and 9s. So that's a good sign that Spirit may be trying to close out any type of toxic beliefs. Could also be trying to clear out any bad communication. Okay, especially between family, because I'm getting like mom and son energy, but it doesn't have to be. This could be dad and son, dad and daughter, mom and daughter, or family members, friends. It could be just, you know, something in the matters of the heart that needs to come to the surface for some people. Could just be like business deals and stuff like that. Like that's kind of hard, you know, to deal with. And I feel like a lot of it is stress and a lot of it is fear. So Spirit may be trying to get you to address your fears too. Yeah, so some of you guys, the Queen of Pentacles, this may be a little bit frustrating for you when it comes to finances, or maybe just fear of loss, period. Fear of loss. Yeah, this is a lot of swords. And swords are communication. Mercury retrograde does rule the planet of communication first and foremost. So I'm just picking up really like, you just have this darkness around your thoughts, or just surrounding certain communication, especially with it being the holidays. You could get real nostalgic, kind of miss people, family, friends, or just feel kind of lonely and gloomy and wanting to talk to someone. Especially if you live in like a cold climate, it can bring about like this depressive environment or atmosphere for you, maybe for some, you know. So just be careful. But Spirit's bringing up these things for a reason, because I feel like Spirit wants you to address them before the year ends. Like these cards, the 10 and the 9s, those are numbers of endings, but also beginnings. So let that energy go. Alright, so let's see if there's anything from the past that has not yet been addressed that needs to be addressed during the Mercury retrograde. Just generally speaking, collectively speaking. It may or may not resonate with everybody, but it is what it is. What's up, Drew? What's up, sis? It might not. It may or it may not. Let's just see. Page of Cups again. So definitely some love energies. The Knight of Swords, of course, communication. King of Wands. And the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so you got a lot of court cards. So this tells me your relationships, your affairs with others, your connections with people, business, love, romantic, family, yourself, how you see yourself. Some of you guys prideful energy could be involved, like maybe some past behaviors. Maybe you dealt with someone from the past that was very conniving, very prideful, very manipulative. So this could be an ex. For some of you, these could be ex-partners coming back, ex-friends. This could be patterns that you've adopted as a child. Could be narcissism for some people. It doesn't necessarily have to be that you're the narcissist. You could be dealing with a narcissistic person just in general. With the Six of Pentacles, this definitely has something to do with imbalances. For some, it could be imbalance in energies as far as like people. Some of you guys, this could be a parent, a family member that you never really gave them the peace of your mind. Maybe there needs to be a sudden blowout or something. You may need to speak your piece or your truth unexpectedly, or just very, just without apology, you know, unapologetically speaking your truth so that you can bring peace. This dove, is this a dove or a stork? It's a bird carrying in, she dropped this fish in the Page of Cups. So your dreams could be becoming more clear to you. This could be a fresh new clarity or sense of clarity about your dreams and your goals. Some of you guys may it could be that your pregnancy, for some of you, maybe this is a person that you had a child with, or you do have a child with, or you're going to have a child with. For some of you, this could be a relationship that's toxic and needs to be cut loose. For some of you, not everybody. This could be child support, I'm seeing. For some. If you have not yet done that, Spirit may be dropping that on you, like you need to handle that. That message comes up quite a bit when I do general readings for people sometimes. So another thing that I'm picking up with this is your dreams. I feel like, you know, anything that you put on hold in the past, Spirit will bring that dream back to you, especially if it's a childhood dream. Something that maybe you feel like is not possible at this time in your life, or I'm too old for that, or that's just not possible, that's not realistic. That could be coming back to you, and you might act on it. You might actually reconsider it again and have the confidence and the courage to go after it and start putting some energy towards it. That could be something, you know, this is past energy that could be presenting itself. So presently, how is this retrograde going to affect you, or how is it currently affecting you? Definitely some healing. And then we have a Sagittarius card. So this is going to be a Mercury retrograde in Sag. Two of Cups. So it could bring healing to relationships for sure. Could also, not just relationships with people in general, but relationship with yourself. It could bring about stability and balance within oneself. Or it could be doing that right now. Messages of love, or just clarity or healing from your angels and your guides telling you what it is that you need to, like where you need to place your focus, what needs to be focused on. It could be that. So you have the Eight of Wands. So this could also be presently right now. Communication is key when it comes to being forthcoming and completely honest and expressing your feelings and expressing your truth and sharing your heart with people close to you, because it's going to bring about a lot of clarity. It's going to bring a lot of balance and harmony, even if it's just to bring closure. That's what's needed right now for some people. And that could be where you are right now. You may be presented with this. Yeah, so that you can either move on or move forward. So moving away from people, or just, you know, maybe the ability to move forward together with others. But communication is definitely needed for sure. Okay. Let's see. What can you expect in the near future out of this? This card flew out. So in the near future, what you can expect out of this Mercury retrograde is maybe this energy of ebb and flow, or just the trust spirit for once. If you have a hard time with sticking to, it could be if you have a hard time with sticking to the plan, or you have a hard time with just trusting and having faith and going with the flow. This retrograde kind of push you out of that energy into just trusting the universal plan, whatever that may be, or whatever your divine path is. Okay, we have some more cup cards. So the Knight of Cups flies out. So the future, what it could do, it definitely will bring an open-hearted energy into this. Okay. The Lover's card. Love, again. So some of you guys, it could bring about a faded relationship, and that could be due to the fact that you have released a lot of emotional blockages and barriers when it comes to, like I said, I was seeing some healing and releasing and forgiveness and things like that. So it could bring about a faded relationship or connection with someone, whether that be a romantic one or whether that be like a friendship or just some, you know, spiritual connectedness that you need at the time. So strength. It is going to bring about some strength to you guys too, especially like I don't always see the strength card as strength literally, but it could just represent like resilience and seeing your courage and your strength because you did do the work. And it's funny because you have the Three of Swords and the Three of Pentacles at the bottom. So the Three of Swords is heartache, and this could be healing because you did the work emotionally. Okay. So, want to see if there's anything else that the Venus or the Mercury, I keep saying Venus retrograde, is there anything that the retrograde is trying to teach us? Is there any major lessons or anything that I may have not touched on about this Mercury retrograde that's relevant? Because I believe this is the last retrograde of the year, so whatever needs to be cleared out, let's do it now. All these other cards try to come out, but this one came out face first. And this is Goddess of Awakening. And it says, this is a wondrous time of exploration, romance, and creativity, like I said. And it could have some of that Jupiter influence too. But I'm just getting that this is a time for you to really tap into what you want. Like, use this Mercury retrograde as a review. Like, to throw up everything. Like, you're purging and putting everything out on the table that you may have missed throughout this year and prior to this year, to see what it is that you want, what you don't want, what needs to be let go of emotionally, mentally, all of that good stuff, what needs to be addressed so that you can start off with a clean slate for the new year. Some of you guys may be tired. You guys might want to sleep a lot. You may be very sleepy. You may feel like you need to take a break away from the world just a little bit sometimes. That's normal when you're going through like an ascension process, as they call it, awakening process, because you're receiving downloads too. So downloads could be messages from spirit, messages from your guides, your ancestors, your higher self, through dreams, through astral travel. Yeah, this is, she's receptive. She's receptive. Okay, so you have Angel of Self-Worth. So another thing this spirit is saying that I did not touch on is definitely self-worth. You're currently undervaluing yourself. It's time to regain your self-worth, as the card says. So you guys might have issues with like beating yourself up just a little bit. You may not be the most insecure person, but you may have some things about you that you really just, you don't take into consideration a lot of your good characteristics and the things that you have done throughout this year. You could be prone to feeling like, I didn't do anything. I didn't manifest much. Spiritual healing flew out of the deck. God of spiritual healing. So some of you guys, an aspect of your life or situation is in need of healing. So spirit is going to touch on those things that need to be healed. And for a lot of you, this is sexual energy. Some of you guys may be yearning a soul connection with someone, not just sexually, but if you guys are yearning sexual energy, it's because you might be feeling like your lower chakras are imbalanced, whether you realize that or not. This could be a subconscious thing. Some of you guys have imbalanced chakras. If you're seeking love and attention outside of yourself, or you're seeking like sexual energy for the wrong reasons, it could be lack of self-worth, and it's showing you that your lower chakras are imbalanced. So you might want to work on groundedness and purging. Some of you guys may feel like a waste of energy as far as giving your body and your time and energy to someone, and that could be what's making you feel like you're unworthy. But just work on your lower chakras. You have support from your angels. They're there whenever you want them, whenever you need them. So let's see how this is going to affect love specifically, because I know y'all want to know about that. So okay, thank you for your loving guidance, truth, and clarity. What is the energy surrounding love and partnerships and romance when it comes to this Mercury retrograde, Divine Spirit? Let's see. Okay, unrequited love, calling in your soulmates, getting to know each other, and healing family issues. A lot of healing going on. It is what it is. I'm going to clarify these cards with the tarot just to get a little more in depth. Okay, so unrequited love, it could be like burnouts in relationships, maybe feeling like there's some chemistry that's lacking in relationships. Some of you guys just maybe feeling like you're just not interested in love right now. Some of you guys could be getting over a phase of being attracted to the wrong thing or the wrong people. You know, where there's not actual love there. It's just, you know, sexual chemistry, sexual attraction, boredom, those types of things. You could be removing and eliminating these types of situations or connections. For others of you, if you're in a relationship or you're dealing with someone, could be trying to rekindle a flame that maybe was burnt out, or just something that wasn't feeding you anymore. Some of you guys may be like attracting people that you wouldn't necessarily be attracted to, or you're not attracted to at all, and that could be very frustrating. I'm getting something about creativity. Like, utilize things that you want and what you don't want to, like, kind of like a muse to attract and manifest. But it also could be showing you that you are attracting, regardless if it's things that you want or you don't want from people. Like, I always attract weirdos, or people that I'm not interested in, they're always interested in me. And the people that I'm interested in, they're never interested in me. Take that out of the picture. Like, reframe from saying those type of statements and just say to yourself, like, I'm still attractive. I still got it, because I'm attracting people, period. Whether it be good men, good women, or bad men or bad women, I'm still attracting energies. I'm not, it's like bees to honey. Like, you can't control what you attract, but you can control what you accept and what you embrace. So that's the thing that I'm picking up. Yeah, calling in your soulmate with the Nine of Pentacles. So some of you guys who are single, you guys are somehow utilizing this energy, or you should utilize this energy to call in your divine mate, the one, the twin flame, whatever you identify with, to call in that energy. Because I feel like you're at a space where you deserve love. You've always deserved love, but it's like, are you ready? Are you ready for what you really want? And some of you guys are ready for this Ten of Pentacles. It's just a matter of chilling and just waiting for it to happen, really. It's just a matter of waiting for it to happen. For others of you, you guys will be getting to know someone. It could be just on a friendly level, or you meet someone while you're out and about. And some of you guys, this could be third-party interference. Like, this could be you blocking love. It could be another person, whether it be another romantic, like a love triangle, or it could be like family, friends, mental blockages that could be in the way. Some of you guys could find out about third-party situations, or what's blocking your relationship, or what's blocking you from getting to know someone. Or Spirit's just saying that you will have the joy of getting to know people, period, or getting to know someone very special, or deepening a bond with someone during this time on a friendship level. So that doesn't mean that just because you're married that you and your partner can't deepen your friendship. Maybe you guys lost your friendship along the way, or this could be you deepening your bond with friends and family, you know, your sisterhood or your brotherhood or whatever it is. It's deepening those bonds. And there could have been blockages prior that was preventing that from happening. And now take this time to make that work. Or how can I remove the block? Healing is definitely a factor, and it's going to end. The Ten of Swords is here again. Like I said, a lot of these negative patterns and blockages and beliefs and things like that, that's coming to an end. If there was ever family secrets, or you feel like someone in your family backstabbed you or backstabbed someone else, that may be addressed once and for all, because that's needing to happen. Some of you guys might need to address a father figure, your mother, a sibling, someone on behalf of someone else. And I get that it's to finally let go of those blockages, those energetic blocks that were placed up a long time ago. So let's see. Similar to the other spreads that I did, I want to see anything in the past. Let's see. Anything in the past that may need to be addressed or will be addressed with this Mercury retrograde when it comes to love. Reconciliation. Release your ex. Give your relationships a chance. And love yourself first. So I'm going to clarify these with the before tarot. Okay. So how is this? So maybe past situations. Okay. There may be some exes coming back into your life or have come back into your life, or there could be, like I said, rekindling a relationship between you and someone else. So with the Ace of Swords, you guys might have been seeking clarity about this reconciliation, or you will be seeking clarity about a reconciliation with someone. So the thing is, I feel like you guys might be a little bit uncertain whether or not you should let this thing go or this person go, or how to let them go, or how to let the past go. So you guys could be praying for answers. Some of you guys are just feeling a little bit stagnant when it comes to this. You're not really sure what you should do. Whether or not you need to release an ex, or how to release an ex, or how to release blockages from your past. You're kind of stuck with this. But Spirit's saying to give some time to the situation, give it a break, or just have some patience with it. Maybe you do need to take a step back and just allow Spirit to show you something. So there is some hesitance with forgiveness and letting people in, whether it is like someone from your past, or this is your partner and you guys had a rough past together, and it's like there is an option or a possibility possibly for a new beginning, but you're not really sure about it. You're hesitant. Spirit's just saying give it time. It does need some work. Probably if you do decide to give someone a chance, whether this is a new person, whether this is someone you've been with, give it time. Okay. Love yourself first with the Chariot. So your relationships are not going to really thrive and succeed until you both people learn how to love themselves first. And what that means is not making the other person obligated to make you happy. And that's kind of hard, you know, especially when someone does make you happy. If you met someone that makes you feel alive and makes you feel happy, or your partner, you guys been together for so long, you don't really know what it's like to be on your own anymore. It's like still build that relationship with yourself where you can still be happy. So there's some healing that needs to take place. This could be a past life thing, some karma, or something from a past situation that's causing you to like spirits like things are I'm not gonna start nothing, like nothing's gonna move forward between you two, like I'm stepping out until you guys learn how to love yourselves first outside of each other. Like it's okay to be happy with one another and acknowledge that the other person makes you happy, or whatever the case may be, or you want to be happy in a relationship, but you got to learn how to be happy on your own too. Okay. So is there anything that you can expect in the near future due to this Mercury retrograde when it comes to love and romance? Let's see. Yeah, Venus retrograde may have provoked some people to really start to focus on themselves and do a lot of love and a lot of healing. Okay. So let's use the After Tarot to clarify. Use the After Tarot. Because the Venus retrograde was heavy. I'm not even going to lie. Like, it was very heavy for me. So very soon with the Ace of Cups, what it could bring is like a choice and decision to open up your heart to a new beginning in love. Whether that be with an existing partner, an old partner, or future tense, okay? So Spirit's going to give you an opportunity to really decide what you want to do. And I feel like some of you guys are going to decide to liberate yourself and open up your heart somehow, you know. Some of you guys may be deciding that you just want to heal, that you need to focus on healing yourself. But I feel like there's the message, like the key word I'm hearing is liberation. Attraction with the Three of Swords. So some of you guys may be recognizing that maybe it was you that was attracting these blockages in love. Okay, like it was up to me. It was like kind of law of attraction where I placed most of my focus, where my fears were coming from. It was coming from past hurts, resentments, or fears of being hurt, or just other blockages in love that I was the cause of that. So it could be that's something that you recognize. Some of you guys might attract it to the point where you're like, this is coming from me. Or you, like I said, you come to the realization once this healing takes place that maybe that's what this was. Codependency with the Five of Cups. So whether this is you still being codependent on other people making you happy, or whether this is you deciding to finally, with the Five of Cups, make a major shift and change from codependent behaviors, finally releasing that energy and letting it go, because maybe seeing that in the past it was just not worth all of that. It wasn't good for you. Some of you guys may refuse to see that you have issues or problems. Maybe you just finally let it go. Like you're not going to be dependent on people to come and rescue you and save you, or look at people like, oh, they're messed up because they're not always catering to my needs when I want them to, or my expectations. Because some people, you may have really, really high expectations of people and how they should love you. And when they don't do that, because it's not like they're mind readers necessarily to where they can figure out everything that you want. Like, I coughed. You're supposed to be like, oh, baby, are you okay? And when they say, are you cool? You look at them like, what? Like, you're not going to, like, coddle me? Like, what's wrong with you? Like, kind of have to get out of those expectations just a little bit and be more human about love. Be more softer about love. Because some people want to come across as, like, high and mighty, too. And that spirit might shake you out of that, too. But Spirit is saying that until you really are receptive to love and to others, you're going to be faced with a lot of challenges and stressful energy, because you're not being present. You're not being receptive. You're not being open. You're closing yourself off to love. And it's really right now, when it comes to love and romance, or just other relationships as well, not just romantic ones, it's all about the forgiveness and really letting go for the sake of yourself too, first and foremost. So is there anything else the Spirit wants to touch on that I may have not? Okay, so Angel of Psychic Ability. You guys, your intuition is going to be very strong and very much on point. Okay, your intuitive and psychic abilities are strong and present. So if you guys are worried about not seeing things for what they are, yeah, and then you have Goddess of Knowledge. So again, start to apply what you already know and trust your intuition. Just trust yourself when it comes to love. You do have some energy clearing that you need to do for the sake of love. And this pink energy seems like self-love to me. Your time of waiting and confusion will soon be over. So as you're clearing and healing, the more clear your intuition is going to be, the more prominent your insights are going to be. And the thing is, like, when you're in a place of lack of self-love, when you don't trust yourself, you're not able to trust others. So like your ego will start to feed you a lot of bullshit. And you start to get it twisted that may be my intuition, because you start to obsess over things and you're like, I know that's what it is because that's what happened to me last time. And that person did this to me. And maybe this same person, they might have done some things in the past. And you're kind of in that state where you haven't really cleared that up. So you're going to have these old stagnant, like repetitive energies, circulating energies around you that could be showing you certain things, and you start to believe it. But until you cleanse your energy, you're not going to have a clear insight. But you are going to have some powerful insights. But it's like just being able to discern whether it's some bullshit or whether it's really your intuition. There's some blessings coming in partnerships, okay? So there is a blessed union. Spirit may be sending you the message that someone is definitely a divine partner for you, or you're with your divine partner already, or that they're coming. But it comes with some work. It's coming with some healing. It's not just going to happen overnight. You are going to have to work on your health. So you have Angel of Union, and it says a partnership is blessed and destined for greatness. And then angel of diet and nutrition. So this could be literally taking care of your health or simply taking care of yourself, period. So you have to do some sort of work. But Spirit is saying you reap what you sow with Goddess of Nature. And it says your dream is coming to fruition. So if you do the work and you reap what you're sowing, you're going to reap what you sow. You're going to manifest what you want. That's best for you, though. Keep that in mind. What's best for you. But you got to do the work. You have to clear. Your insights are going to be very heavy hitter, but if you're in this old energy and you haven't really cleared, you're not really going to have that clear message that Spirit's trying to get you. Okay, so I feel like that's it. Not really sure if there's anything else, like as far as like money and stuff goes. I think that's also very important for people as far as money and finances go. Is there anything surrounding that, Divine Spirit, that we need to know about during this Mercury? Page of Cups. Again, he's come out quite a bit. Two of Swords. Seven of Wands. So I'm not really seeing that money is going to be a major issue for people. Other than the fact maybe that you just need to be receptive to receiving. Be receptive to receiving in all different areas and all thy ways. Get your mind right. You know, clear your energy out, because you're only going to get half of the truth of things if you're not completely clear and stable within your energies. You are going to have to learn how to create some boundaries for yourself as well. So there's a lot of, I'm just getting clearing. It's clearing. That's really what I'm getting. Clearing energies. Okay, you have to release. You have to let go. Certain things might need to come out in the open. Certain things need to be shaken up for you to get that clarity and for you to move forward with a clean slate. And I feel like that's moving into the next year. So the moon card, maybe there's going to be like maybe a last moon, this last moon of the year, or this upcoming full moon or something. It's going to be very healing for you guys. So just take it easy. Take it easy. Like, take up as much time as you need while you have it this year to really reflect, really heal, really clear. You know, learn what you can before you try to rush and start some new things, because I don't feel like now is the time to really try to force things to start. Yeah, go with the flow. This came out again, the Wheel of Fortune. Go with the flow so that a new cycle can come in. You can end an old cycle and begin a new. Be receptive to money. Yeah, be open to money. Be open to new opportunities. Maybe work on finances if you're, you know, a business person, you're an entrepreneur with the Emperor card, maybe focusing on new things that you want to bring to the table with your career, like business ideas, creative endeavors. I believe, yeah, Sagittarius is all about Jupiter. So that's luck and creativity too. You guys are going to be successful. You have to leave not only this retrograde, but leave this year, God willing, if we all see the end of this year, because that's another thing, like losses. There's a lot of deaths and things like that, which is natural. That happens every day, but it just seems very heavy energies when people leave and things like that. It's been a very heavy year. So leave this year knowing that you did succeed and that you're going to succeed in the future. Walk in that confidence. You see how his horse is draped in yellow? Walk in that confidence, because your intuition knows the truth. You just need to be grounded and stable to see that I've actually accomplished some things, or I've healed a lot of things that most people can't say that they healed, or that they even confronted or faced or could release. I've done that. That's an achievement. Some people look at this as like, I didn't get to go to the Bahamas this year, or my business didn't make as much money as I thought I was going to make this year. But little did you not see is that you may have learned about blockages, certain things that may be blocking you from attracting things that you've been asking for, or who's been blocking you, or what in here has been blocking you. Maybe your heart has been blocked, or just needing to get your affairs in order to really see maybe certain things have not the right time for a certain reason, or why maybe you really didn't want what you were asking for at whatever time. So it's like you can walk out of here knowing that you did accomplish something, if not one thing. Okay. But also walking into the next year with some faith and some belief. And you did have the Seven of Wands too. So the Six of Wands heading into the Seven of Wands is like you have created some boundaries for yourself. Or am I creating blockages head on, or am I walking into a future where I'm going to confront everything head on? Or I'm not going to dismiss anything that needs to be looked at anymore, or I'm not going to hold myself back or limit myself or allow others to limit me. So it's kind of like you got to walk into that energy. So really, 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 I hope that this resonates with you guys. I really do hope that this resonates with those who it's meant to resonate with, and that it's helpful. Don't be scared of these retrogrades. I know, like, the spiritual community and new age community and conscious community, and some people, you know, they demonize things and they make everything seem like it's the end of the world, and like, oh my God, it's, you know, and yeah, it is stressful, you know, because we're in tune with the universe, you know, we're spiritual beings, we're all aspects of the universe. Of course, we're going to be feeling these moon energies, even when we didn't, maybe at a point where you were ignorant to astrology and you didn't know too much about moons and retrogrades. But when you look back in the past, you can see that, okay, at that time, I can see how certain things affected me. So it's just a sign that we're all connected to the universe, and that we have to act accordingly to it and just take what comes and utilize them the best way we can, pretty much. So, alright, I hope that resonates with y'all. So, much love as always. I've seen you guys' pick a card suggestions, so I will get to those when I can. I'm going to utilize my break to focus on me and my healing and the things that I need to heal around me and the people around me, or whatever spirit brings to my focus and my attention. So, much love as always. I wish you guys a good rest of your evening before not hump day, Monday. It's a doozy, but much love as always. Love you guys.